Okay, let's go over round kicks. Round kicks are maybe possibly, of the lower body techniques, striking with lower body, probably one of the more hard things to teach, in my opinion. There's a lot of things that needs to happen with it, okay? Number one, so just a round kick. It looks like that, okay? So that's one of these sort of things. Okay? Very common in martial arts. You see them all the time in MMA, so on and so forth. They can go high to the head, they can be leg kicks, or to the body. Very common kick. Now, a couple things. Pivoting is very important. Stepping and pivoting is important. I can't leave my foot pointing straight this way and rotate my body around like this. I need to pivot on the ball of my foot. Remember, I'm lifting my toes and heel off the ground. So I can spin like a ballerina. You have to be able to do that, or else you'll tear up your knee. Okay, so that pivoting, or being able to spin like a ballerina, is very important. You have to be able to do that. Okay? But first things first, let's talk about getting into position for these round kicks. So one thing, and now this comes from Taekwondo, it's a traditional martial art. Just getting your body into position here. You can use a wall or something to lean on. Start by making an L with your feet. An L, okay? My base foot is going to be pointing, toes pointing to the wall. I have my L, okay? Use a hand to bounce on the wall. Other hand is up like so. I'm going to bring my kicking leg straight out, so that I am straight through my body, from my leg, through my hip, through my torso. I need to be absolutely straight. I cannot have an angle at my hip like so. I need to be, or at least finish the kick straight, okay? Hands up like this. Just a drill that I can use is then curl my heel towards my butt, making sure that I stay nice and straight through here. And I extend my leg and retract it. And I can just tie these together, trying to keep my knee as high as I can. Okay, this is a good drill that you can start off doing. You can do, let's say, 30 of these quick little round kicks each side. Again, 30 each side. I make an L with my feet. Hand is used for balance on the wall. Our hand is up, leg straight out, staying nice and straight through my body. Trying to have my knee high as I can. Extend and retract. Boom, 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 so on and so forth. So the next drill, these are called catch and caress. It's best to have a partner when you do these, because instead of, I'll show you on the wall, then I'll show you on the bag. But a lot of times if you have a partner, they can just kind of put their hands up like this. You'll put a round kick softly, landing soft, into their torso, and they kind of catch your leg. And they'll hold your leg to make sure that you aren't doing this, to where you have an angle at your hip here. They'll hold onto your leg and make you move your hip forward, straighten out, like so. You need to be straight through your leg, through your hip, and your torso, okay? But in using the wall, I can put my foot in the wall. Don't kick a hole in your sheetrock if you try this on the wall. But I can land softly and just make sure that, one, I have a good pivot, and two, that I'm getting nice and straight through here, making sure that I don't have an angle here like so. I want to make sure every single rep I make myself straight like this, okay? So right here, I'm going to step, and I pivot so that my heel is pointing towards my target, essentially the wall right here, okay? That's very important. I'm taking my foot from right here, I'm putting it about 6 inches to a foot that way, already turning my foot this way, and then on the ball of my foot, I'm going to do my pivot. So my heel is pointing at my target. In this case, my target's on the wall about right here, okay? So I'm stepping, pivoting, turning. Ah, that's a weird angle. Boom. In this case, my target's right here. But I'm just going to make sure that I'm nice and straight here. Boom. Somewhere here. Straight. Boom. Straight. Okay, now we'll try these catch and corrects on the bag, looking behind me so that you should be able to see where I step. Again, I'm going to take my left foot from right here and put it right about there. Okay. Boom. Try to get nice and straight. I land soft and I push myself off hard. Hands are up, elbows in, step, pivoting. Make sure that I'm nice and straight. I push myself up. Right here. Stepping, pivoting, straight. So into the camera. Left foot goes from here to here. Stepping, pivoting, and making sure that I'm nice and straight.